MIC process. Yay, MIC. The MIC is the member in charge. It's basically the project leader who will facilitate the service project. It doesn't require a whole bunch more extra effort or work, and you get an extra half-hour service automatically. So that's pretty exciting. The first step to it is, as you all have been at chapter meetings, I'll call for an MIC after I explain the project and say what date it is. If you want to be an MIC, just raise your hand. At the pledges, I don't know all of your guys' names, so I might just look at you and be like, you. But I pretty much know like all the actors' names, and I'm getting to know all the pledges. So I'll call out your name if you have received it, and then I'll write it down on the MIC sheet. Have you all seen the MIC sheet? Yeah, the sheets that are now in the back of the room that you write your name down on. Yeah, those are called MIC sheets, and that's basically all you need to know. But I'll write it down, and then we also write it down in the Hedgehog Herald, so that if anybody wants to sign up later, then they'll just email you directly and then sign up. After a meeting, everybody will rush towards the MIC sheets and they'll start signing up. If you are MIC, then you need to wait until like a majority of the people have signed up, and then you can hold it up and be like, anybody else for this event? And if no one answers back, then you're okay to leave, but make sure you take the paper with you. If you don't take the paper with you, I'll be emailing you and trying to find you. Step 3 is the biggest part of the MIC process. By 10 p.m. the night before the event, like it doesn't matter what time the event is, but it's just the day before, you either need to text everyone or you need to email everyone. And if you email everyone, please carbon copy me on it. That way I know what's happening and I can tell all the stragglers where to go. But in your message, you're gonna contact everyone who signed up. You're gonna tell them where you all are meeting on campus. Like, if you're walking somewhere, still meet like by Frog Fountain is normally what we say. Otherwise, meet at the blue info desk if all possible. Figure out who's driving. Don't just assume that people are driving. Be like, will you please drive? It's kind of mean. And then also, some people may be coming from different locations, and that's perfectly fine if they're not going to ride with you. Just make sure they know where to meet you when you get to the location. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then you want to in order to get credit for driving, you have to drive yourself and at least one other person. So when you're scheduling drivers, you want to schedule the least amount possible. In the email, you're just like, hey guys, tomorrow we have this project. We're going to meet at this location at this time. And then also always give the option of, if you're no longer able to attend, please contact me as soon as possible. Because that way you can record that. Okay, and then step 4 is when you're at the actual project, actually before probably, you need to write down who's attended. There's a column on it that says attended. If they attend, you can just check it. If they don't attend, put NS, no show. And then record who drives, like star it or highlight it or somehow indicate to me that that person was the driver. Also, if someone brought a friend, you can just write in the next available slot, you can write the person's name and then whose friend they are, because you get an extra half-hour service for bringing a friend. It's just I have to know all the information so that I can properly record it. And then if they drive, credit them to the quarter hour, including yourself if you drive. And then at the bottom of the sheet is a space for comments, and it can be positive or negative comments. I just need to know feedback and how it's going and if you want me to change anything, and then you'll just sign it. Pretty simple. And step 5 is at the next meeting, either chapter meeting or service committee meeting, you need to bring me or one of my essays, the MIC sheet, and turn it into us. Yeah. And then if you're not able to get it to me, we'll figure out a time that I can come and pick it up from you. If you're not able to attend the project that you sign up for, there are some where I'm you don't need to be present for it, when we're doing tabling and stuff. But at most projects, if you're the MIC, you have a responsibility to be there. But if you can't be there, please contact me, and then I'll get a substitute MIC to fill in for you. And it's no big deal. I just need to know ahead of time. And don't just switch MICs on me in the middle of it. That's always really annoying. Yeah, and then until you turn in the MIC sheet to me, you're not allowed to be MIC. So like basically just turn it in as soon as possible, and then you can be MIC the next week. So basic information. I'm Caitlin Keller. I'm the current SVP. That's my cell phone number if you want it, and then you can also contact me by email. And then my service assistants are Colleen Garland, Amy Grauberg, and Elizabeth St. Laurent. And hopefully they'll be present at the next meeting so I can introduce them to y'all. And then service committee is Thursday at 8 p.m. in the Keene Conference Room, which is on the second floor. And you can, like when we have donation drives, you can turn in stuff there. You can turn in MIC sheets there. If you need, I know some people have the sheets that need to be signed. I can sign those there. If you have any ideals, you can bring them. Also, for any committee that you attend, whether it be awesome committee or service committee or exec, if you sit in on exec, that's a half-hour service. Yay, I think we're done. Yep. Yay,